Day one of the 2017 Orlando Summer League is in the books. Here to recap some studs and duds from the day. And granted, this is Summer League. There's some good things that happen, but there's some also bad things that happens as well. That's Summer League basketball for you. So with that being said, Dennis, who was a player that stuck out to you that did pretty well today?
Well, Cody, I think right off the bat, somebody that we need to bring up is Dwight Bikes, who is now, a repeat offender more or less in the summer league. But he went out there today and he showed what he should show. He was poised on the basketball court. He made plays on the defensive end. He scored 16 points. He had 7 steals. He was all over the place. But for somebody who is, a summer league veteran, he did what he was supposed to do. So that was a good step in the right direction for him.
No, for sure. I agree with you. And like you said, he filled up just about every stat category. So for me, my first stud of the day is London Parenthes from the Miami Heat. And, he had 10 points, 5 rebounds, didn't go out there and do anything crazy. But in my opinion, he looked good. He looked in control. And if you're a team that needs point guard help, definitely he's someone that could come in and do that for you. So who is your second stud of the day?
My second stud of the day was Treveon Graham. And he really just went out there and was a force on both ends of the court. He rebounded the ball well, offensively and defensively. He walked away with 13 boards, split evenly, 7 and 6. Scored 16 points, played 30 big minutes, and he really showed that he could be a force for the Charlotte Hornets there today. So again, it was another showing from somebody who's played NBA minutes, who's been in the summer league before. So he came up and he showed out today.
For sure. My second stud of the day is Matt Cassell from the Orlando Magic. And if you look at his stat sheet, it doesn't necessarily jump off the page, but he had 7 points, 6 rebounds, and just looked to be in the right position at the right time and laid down perhaps the sickest pick that I've ever seen on Jordan Lloyd there. He even fell to the ground. So when you do something like that, that definitely caught my attention, and I'm sure the coaching staff was watching there. So with that being said, those are our studs of the day. And so starting to look at some players that maybe could have did a little bit better. Who is your first player?
And Cody, like you mentioned at the beginning, it's summer league basketball. It's not the NBA Finals, but I think Jake Odom of the Miami Heat, he went out, he shot the ball 7 times today. He didn't make a single one. He turned the ball over. He fouled a great deal. He didn't look to be poised. He didn't look to have control of his game or what was going on around him. So moving forward for the rest of this week, that's something that he's going to have to work on.
No, for sure. And like you said, he's got some time to kind of figure some things out. My first dud of the day, and some you could even say would consider him a stud with 20 points, is Okaro White from the Miami Heat. But this is a guy that has NBA league experience, and to come out, when you look at his box score, 5 of 14 shooting, he had 7 turnovers and 6 fouls. And in the summer league, you can't foul out of a game. So for a guy that has NBA experience like that, you'd really want to see him kind of come out and have a better showing, make some more shots. So definitely some things that he'll be working on throughout the rest of the week. So who is your last dud?
My second dud falls in the same category as yours, Cody. Is Chasson Randle of the New York Knicks. He shot the ball fairly well, 5 of 10 from the field, scored 16 points, but he had 7 fouls, he had 7 turnovers. And this is a guy who, like we said, he's played some NBA minutes. He's been on some NBA teams. So to come in here in the summer league and not have control of the ball when you're, supposed to be a point guard and, you're fouling out of control, it's not a good look on the first day.
No, for sure. And wrapping up with my last stud is Jordan Lloyd from the Indiana Pacers. And, he went out and played 16 minutes, shot 1 of 8 from the field, scored 2 points, and this is a guy that had some kind of, high hopes coming into this season, had a pretty solid showing in the D-League, really has some things to show these Pacers, but for one reason or another just didn't come out with his best stuff today. And granted, he still has the rest of the week to kind of work on things, so we'd like to see him do a little bit better. Those were the recap of our studs and duds from day one of the Orlando Summer League. Be sure to stay tuned to Basketball Insiders for coverage on the rest of the week.